Hello, everyone. Welcome to After Duty Vets, where we discuss what life is like after the military. Hello. Today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about coping skills. We all struggle from time to time. We all have our issues. We all have our moments. People balk at using coping skills. I don't need that shit. I don't need that. I'm fine. Well, that's not true. Sorry, that's not true. Because when you struggle, you need to learn coping skills. And you need to learn ways of dealing with it. Non-productive coping skills are drinking, yelling, fighting, arguing with a spouse, using drugs, taking risks that are really dangerous. There's coping skills out there, yeah, but there are non-productive ones. But there are also productive ones. What you need to realize, whether it's a loss, you're stressed out, you're having emotional struggles, or you're just pissed off, you need to learn coping skills, positive coping skills to help you be successful. The reality is people are going to piss you off. It's impossible for people not to piss you off. And you need to find a way to handle that anger. And coping skills can help. One of the biggest things about coping skills, it can help you get out of trouble and help you control your anger so you don't get into trouble. It is important to understand that anger is a secondary emotion. Every time you're pissed off, it's because somebody has hurt you. And it could be something as simple as you're driving down the road and you're cut off and you're pissed off and you get mad and you get angry. Yeah, that's a secondary. The reality is you're not mad because they cut you off. You're mad that they disrespected you. You are hurt because they disrespected you. That's why every time you look at angry, it's because you're hurt in some way, shape, or form. Understanding why we are hurt plays an important role in controlling our anger and utilizing our coping skills. The way I like to look at coping skills is physical therapy for the brain. When you injure your knee or your hip or your shoulder, you go to physical therapy. Coping skills is nothing more than physical therapy for the brain. Okay, so many times people say, well, what's some coping skills? And you say, well, breathing exercises is a good coping skill, and go, yeah, I hear it all the time, breathe. But no one ever explains to people why it works. So I'm going to explain that to you. When you're angry, you're wound up, you're taking short breaths. Your brain does not get enough oxygen to think rationally. By taking those deep breaths, what you're doing is you're taking the focus off of what you're pissed off about because you're counting while you're breathing. You're taking that focus and you put it on the counting, and then your brain is getting the oxygen it needs, and you can reset your brain and not be pissed off. That's how breathing works. Your brain can't freak out and focus on breathing at the same time. You have to focus on counting. Another thing they say is shift and stay. Focus your attention on something else and stay there. Go to that little world. I like to call it people's happy place. Go find your happy place. When you get angry, just let your mind go somewhere else. My mind goes to a river in Idaho where I was sitting there fly fishing. The calmness and the relaxation I had when I was out in that river fly fishing is where I go, and I call that my happy place. Progressive relaxation is another one where you scrunch your feet up, then your calves, then you move the scrunching your muscles up all the way up, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your forearms, your hands, your head, and then you just close your eyes and then you just relax. That works a lot of times. One of the biggest things that we struggle with, the need to have a purpose and stay busy. When you get angry, you need something else to focus on. So find something else to focus on when you're angry. There are multiple ways to utilize coping skills. You need to find what works for you. But I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to give you an example of how to do the breathing exercises so you can practice them. So when you get stressed out, you can try them to see if they work for you, okay? So what you do is you breathe in for a count of 6. You hold for a count of 6, and you exhale for a count of 8. So you breathe in for 6, hold for 6, out for 8. Okay, I'm going to do it real quick. You go with the cadence like this. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. You do that 3 or 4 times, and you will find that it will relax you. So I would like for you to try that. Keep that in your mind when you start getting angry and having anxiety. Try that. You know, it's okay to tell your spouse to remind you to do that. If your spouse says, do your breathing exercises when they see you ramped up, give them permission to tell you that. So I hope this has helped you. And until next video, thank you. Disclaimer, I'm a licensed mental health therapist in California. If you're searching for mental health help, please reach out to someone in your state. If you are within California, you can reach me at the email below. And if you're interested in coaching anywhere in the United States, you can reach out below also. These videos are for educational purposes only, and if you're thinking about suicide, please reach out and call 911.